First, the top headlines. 4 pre-park militants arrested in Imphal, huge armed cage found in foothills. Do not travel to Manipur prior approval for these NE states. US travel advisory for India. Manipur's Linthoi Chanam becomes first Indian to win gold at Berlin Junior European Cup. Hello and welcome to ELITETV English News. You're watching 6 p.m. Prime Time Bulletin, and this is Dr. Aleza giving you the news in detail. Linthoi Chanam made history at the Berlin Junior European Cup 2025, becoming the first Indian judoka to win gold at the prestigious tournament. The 18-year-old from Manipur triumphed in the 63 category, a major leap from her earlier world title in the 57 kg class at the 2022 Cadet World Championships in Sarajevo. Competing against 618 athletes from 37 countries, Linthoi delivered a standout performance for Team Inspire Institute of Sports, overcoming a series of tough international opponents. Her final bout saw her defeat a top-seeded Polish judoka, sealing a landmark victory for Indian judo on the European stage. This win means everything, she said after the medal ceremony, acknowledging the crucial role of her coaches and family in her journey. Linthoi's success in Berlin adds to a growing list of accolades, including gold medals at the 2022 Asian Cadet and Junior Championships in Bangkok. She first rose to national prominence with titles at the 2018 Sub-Junior Nationals and the 2021 Senior Nationals in Chandigarh. Security forces in Manipur have intensified search operations and area domination exercises across vulnerable regions of the hills and valley districts. These efforts aimed at curbing militant activities and illegal arms possession have yielded substantial recoveries and multiple arrests. A meticulously executed operation in the Makhavasti area under Jiribam police station led to the seizure of a major cache of arms and explosives. In another intelligence-driven operation on June 22, 4 cadres of the proscribed outfit Pro were apprehended from various locations in Imphal East District. The arrested individuals have been identified as Thingbajam Philip Singh of Kongba Khetri Laikai, Laurembam Kumar Maitei Elias Kanto of Laurembam Laikai, presently at Sawombong Relief Camp, Lastram Haridas Elias Holaibo of Uripok Sorbon Thingel, Yumnam Akashing of Yanglam Awang Laikai, Kakting District based on their disclosure. Security forces recovered a massive arms stockpile from the foothills of Kalika under Porompad police station in Imphal East. The United States has issued an updated travel advisory for India, placing the country under Level 2. Exercise increased caution, with specific warnings focused on the Northeast region following a periodic review of safety and entry or exit conditions. The advisory urges American citizens to avoid travel to Manipur, citing the ongoing threat of violence and crime in the state. Do not travel to Manipur due to the threat of violence and crime, the advisory reads. It points to the ethnic-based conflict that has triggered widespread violence and community displacement, and notes that attacks on Indian government targets continue to occur regularly. As a result, the U.S. government employees require prior approval before traveling to Manipur. For the broader northeastern region, the advisory recommends travelers to reconsider travel due to the risk of terrorism and sporadic violence. It highlights that ethnic insurgent groups occasionally engage in violent activities, including the bombing of public transportation systems, markets, and rail infrastructure. Northeastern states reconsider travel to this area due to terrorism and violence. While the advisory acknowledges no recent reports of violence in Assam, Nagaland, Arunachal Pradesh, Mizoram, Sikkim, or Tripura, it maintains restrictions for U.S. government personnel. Officials must obtain prior approval before visiting Sikkim and Arunachal Pradesh or any location outside the capital cities of Assam, Mizoram, Nagaland, Meghalaya and Tripura. The advisory serves as a cautionary note to travelers and diplomats, reinforcing the complex and dynamic security environment and across certain parts of India's northeast. The Assam cabinet, chaired by Chief Minister Himanta Biswa Sharma on Sunday, June 22, approved a series of transformative decisions spanning environmental conservation, social inclusion, economic development and welfare reforms. Among the most significant decisions was the cabinet's approval to notify two prominent wetlands, Urpad Bill 1,256 hectares and Hashila Bill 245 hectares in Golpara district as proposed reserve forest under Section 5 of the Assam Forest Regulation 1891. The move is aimed at protecting biodiversity-rich ecosystems and preserving the social and natural balance in the region. These wetlands are ecologically sensitive and rich in biodiversity. 1 month's time will be provided for public suggestions before the notification is finalized, shared CM Sharma during a press conference. The cabinet also launched the Shraddhanjali scheme aimed at ensuring dignified and government-facilitated transportation of mortal remains of youths and students from Assam who passed away while working or studying in other states. The scheme, effective from October 1, 2025, will apply specially to economically weaker individuals and special cases such as accidental or unnatural deaths. Medical-related deaths outside the state will not fall under its ambit. Now let's take a short break. Stay tuned for more updates.
Mobile furniture na lagliba wedding season asigi anau contemporary wedding set furniture sing puduna lakchari loina na Manipur ihan hanba oina wedding set laibiba matamda 24 karat ki 5 gram ki gold coin free gift oina bizari mayam lengsin biraktuna mobile furniture ki 3rd edition the great wedding sales gold offer asi pre-booking tobiduna khudong jaba silobi ho
offer asi akupa information khambina bagi damakta sangai porokda laiba mobile furniture la lengsin biro.
Welcome back. Now moving on to the news. 4 endangered golden langurs were rescued on Saturday night from the Beldanga area in West Bengal's Murshidabad district. Acting on intelligence, police intercepted 2 vehicles near Vabta rail gate under the Verampur subdivision, arresting 6 individuals allegedly involved in the illegal smuggling of the rare primates. The 6 vehicles bearing registration numbers WB02Z8382 and WB52BE1786 were reportedly being used to transport the langurs for smuggling purposes. The arrested suspects have been identified as Mithu Das, 33, Titu Das, 29, Samil Hossain Biswas, 39, Rafikul Mandal, 29, Hasibul Mondal, 25, and Bishwajit Bhag, 23. The rescued animals have been identified as G's golden langurs, a Schedule 1 species under the Wildlife Protection Act of India and native exclusively to the forests of Assam and parts of Bhutan. The recovery so close to Assam has led many to believe the langurs were captured from their native habitat in the northeast. While the rescue has been widely praised, it has also stirred unease within conservation circles. Anonymous sources have raised concerns about a growing trend wherein seized wildlife, instead of being repatriated to their natural habitats, are diverted to zoos or rehabilitation centers far from their ecological origins. Iran launched more than 30 ballistic missiles at Israel early Sunday, the Israeli Defense Forces (IDF) announced. This came just hours after the United States carried out a military strike on 3 of Iran's nuclear facilities. According to Emergency Service Magen David Adom, MGA, at least 16 people have been injured in the latest missile barrage. One man in his 30s sustained moderate shrapnel wounds, while 15 others were lightly injured. Among them are 2 children who were admitted with minor injuries at Isilov Medical Center in Tel Aviv. The missile struck several locations across central Israel, notably one hit Haifa without any prior warning sirens, raising alarm over possible gaps in the missile alert system. Sirens did sound in other parts of the country, prompting civilians to rush into bomb shelters as instructed by the Home Front Command. MDA CEO Eli Bin confirmed that emergency teams are currently responding to over 10 impact sites, assisting casualties and assessing damage caused by missile strikes and shrapnel. Russian President Vladimir Putin has no immediate plans to dial his U.S. counterpart Donald Trump after the U.S. bombardment of Iranian nuclear facilities, the Kremlin said on Sunday. There are no such plans, Kremlin spokesman Dmitry Peskov said. However, he added that a call can be quickly arranged in case of need. His remarks came when asked about the possibility of a phone call between Trump and Putin after U.S. strikes on 3 Iranian nuclear facilities on Sunday. The U.S. attacked Iran's Fordo, Isfahan and Natanz nuclear sites, aiming to destroy the country's nuclear program. U.S. President Donald Trump warned of additional strikes if Iran retaliates. Chair of Duma Committee of Foreign Affairs, lawmaker Leonid Slutsky believes that from a military point, Trump's strike on Iran had no ground or justification. The Anti-Drug Squad ADS of West Siang Police arrested 2 individuals allegedly involved in drug peddling during a late-night operation on June 21. The accused have been identified as Tahir Sheikh and Mofizul Haq, both permanent residents of Sonapara village in Assam's Dhubri district. The duo was reportedly residing at Kabu Masi in West Siang district at the time of arrest. Acting on credible intelligence inputs, ADS personnel apprehended the suspects and recovered a quantity of suspected heroin from their possession. The case has been registered under Alo Police Station, case number 34/25 under Section 21A of the NDPS Act, and further investigation is underway. Authorities are continuing efforts to trace the broader network, including the origin of the narcotics and possible additional recoveries. The arrest is being seen as a significant step in the ongoing battle against drug trafficking in the region. In a concerted effort to boost local youth employment, Member of Parliament S. Supongmaran Jamir has written to the Chief Minister of Nagaland, Nephew Rio, requesting the urgent notification of indigenous tribal dialects as a third language for the Gramin Dak Sevak GDS recruitment under the Central Postal Department. Jamir highlighted in his letter the systematic disadvantage faced by Naga aspirants due to the current selection process, which released solely on Class 10 marks in English and Hindi, ignoring the linguistic diversity of the region. The MP expressed concern that this method has led to the selection of non-local candidates for postal roles within Nagaland and the wider northeastern region. Referring to multiple communications and departmental correspondences between 2023 and 2025, Jamir pointed out that the Department of Posts had acknowledged in principle of the need for engagement with the state government to identify acceptable local languages for evaluation and recruitment processes. Despite this, the dialects of officially recognized Naga tribes, including those recently acknowledged like the Tikir tribe, have yet to be formally accepted as valid mediums in the recruitment framework. For ELITETV News Channel, contact to the email address info@elitetv.in or 9402890982 and subscribe to ELITETV YouTube channel or follow on Facebook page, Instagram and X for more information about the channel. And before we wind up, let's take a look at the headlines once again. 4 pre-park militants arrested in Imphal, huge arms cage found in foothills. Do not travel to Manipur prior approval for these and states. US travel advisory for India. Manipur's Linthoi Chanam becomes first Indian to win gold at Berlin Junior European Cup. And that's all for today. Thank you for watching.